And I'm Michael.
And this is
What the Scale.
I know we've taken a few weeks off. We've had so much going on with Thanksgiving and now getting ready for Christmas. As you can see, our tree in the background.
Yep, and I must confess, Carol, I was going to say did most of the work, but really, did you do it all?
Well, I had help from one of my daughters.
One of the daughters helped. But
shout out to you. You know who you are.
And I think I put on one ornament. It was not a good year for me. Sorry about that. I will attribute it to, I misunderstood what fasting was. I thought it also meant fasting from decorating.
At least you didn't have to string lights and try and untangle them anymore. Since we have a pre-lit tree.
Oh yeah,
he
I
used
hated
to have
that.
Yeah, he got us all grumpy because of it. Yeah. So today, first things, we had said, if you commented on our last video, that we were going to have a giveaway, and that is for the Delay Don't Deny book by Jen Stevens. And if I can find it on my phone, I have a little spin thing. This is the spin thing. I don't know if you can see the names of everybody that commented. You had to comment to be entered in the drawing. So I'm going to let you push the button. All right, it's spinning, I think. Is it spinning?
I think I pushed the wrong button.
You did. Wait a minute. You got to push the red button.
Oh, the start button.
Yes,
okay.
The start button. Okay.
There we go.
It's spinning. I guess I'm going to have to tell him when to... Oh, does it stop by itself?
Yeah,
oh, it does.
Stop.
Okay, what did it say?
It was the green one. Brenda?
It was Brenda. Brenda, you won. So I will comment under your comment, and you'll have to let me know your address so we can send you a book. And we're just going to send it straight from Amazon to you.
Now, you're going to comment under her comment?
Yeah.
So does she then comment under your comment that was under her comment?
She can, or we can figure something else out.
So after she does that, can I comment under her comment that's under your comment that's under her comment?
No comment.
No comment.
That was pretty good, wasn't
That was pretty good. For being unscripted, that was real good.
So
I'm supposed to be the funny one though, but we'll give her at least one.
I get it once in a while. I learn from the best, right?
Yeah.
My dad.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so we wanted to just kind of give you a brief update how things have been going with us, because it's been, I don't know, at least a month.
Yeah, it's been, again, busy with Thanksgiving preparation. And
then we had a family Christmas, and it's just, you know how it is. I have to buy for lots of people because we have lots of grandkids, so I've been busy doing that. But anyway, we have been still doing alternate day fasting. Until last week, we decided to go back to OMAD just because there's so many things with the holidays that are going on. It makes it easier for us to be flexible because, you know, we might have a Christmas party and it would fall on our down day when we weren't eating, and that caused problems. So we just decided until we get to January the 2nd, we're doing OMAD.
So for those that may not remember, the newcomers, OMAD is 1 meal a day.
Right, which is, it's usually for us about a 4-hour window. That doesn't mean we eat the whole 4 hours. It means we usually come home, have a little snack while we fix dinner. Then after dinner, we might close out our window with popcorn or something later.
I eat the whole 4 hours.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha. But we wanted to tell you some of our non-scale victories.
Yeah, so I'll go.
Well, here's one right here.
Oh yeah, the shirt size. I just keep outgrowing my shirts. I have to get all new wardrobes.
You're not outgrowing. You're shrinking.
Undergrowing.
Your shirts are outgrowing you.
Yeah, that's better. And I'm going with the new style. I'm doing the turtleneck style. I think that's coming back.
I don't know. Who cares?
I'm waiting for the satin pink suits to come back out. That's what I'm most excited about. But Yes, so that's been a non-scale victory for me. Definitely having to get rid of some of the larger clothes. I've gone from extra large to large, and I'm wearing some mediums now.
Woohoo!
Every retail place, of course, seems to size differently because I've got several medium shirts that I'm wearing. Carol got me one a couple weeks ago, and I put that one on. That one is not fitting yet; still a little bit tight.
Yet,
Not
yet is
yet,
the
and that's I'm
operative
saying
word.
that on purpose. My watch, I think I've told you before, I went from being on the third rung or whatever you want to call it, loops to the fourth. Now I'm on the fifth. I don't know if I've even told you
I
fifth.
don't think you did.
Yeah, so I'm on the fifth
Wow,
now.
look at him.
So, and you've had some.
I've had some. Well, we've both been taking our measurements every month, and my measurements have gone down quite a lot. When I started, I was in a 18 women's size. Then I went to 16, then to 14, and now I'm in a 12. Once in a while, I'll still be in a 14, but mostly I can wear a 12 now and a large shirt, where before I was 2X.
I was getting ready for church this morning, and it had sort of a blue tone, as you can see, navy blue, blue, and bluish blazer. And I have a pair of blue dress slacks, navy blue, and I went and put them on this morning, and they were huge. So those are now gone. I had to change slacks. Those were my 38s. So I've gone from 38 to 36 to 34 men's waist. So
And
really
I think
excited
he's
about
really
that.
about ready to be in a 32.
Yeah, she's saying that.
Men lose is so much easier. It is. It's true. It's
Where's
true.
the mini violin? I don't even know how they do that anymore.
I don't know.
No,
but-
it's real small. It's
I
not gonna be
know,
their
but
fingers.
anyway, I played the violin, so I was doing the big one.
Okay, she's done with it. But yeah, so the pants are getting too large on me, and yeah, I think I'm about to get to a 32.
So, do you have any non-scale victories not related to size?
Yeah, my head's getting smaller, so it looks like I have more hair. I don't know if that counts at all.
No.
That doesn't count.
Well, I've noticed my skin looks a lot better. I think it looks more glowy.
More
You're
glowy.
supposed to say, "That's right, babe."
That's right, babe.
Yeah.
With all the drones flying around, I just thought it was light beaming from the drones. I don't know
Yeah.
if you all are following the news about the drones, but that's another subject.
You're droning on and on.
She's trying to duplicate my singular lines. I'm
Some-
trying to think of other. I would say for the most part, I'm struggling with some inner ear issues. But as far as the the sick feeling after overeating, since we're not overeating, even the days when we were doing the alternate day fasting, you may remember Carol talking about the ideal method if you go a whole day, which amounts to typically between 36 and 42 hours. When you eat the next day, what's called your up day, the recommendation is that you eat 110% of what you normally would eat. In other words, an additional 10%. And we talked about this last time. When we first tried that, it was just
Too much.
it was
food.
too much. It was a
Yeah.
gross feeling.
Right.
So no doubt the OMAD, there's just a lot of benefits. There's benefits both ways, but it definitely seems like what we've learned, having done both, that the alternate day fasting is designed more so for quicker weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
But we've done so well, it's not like we need it to be quicker.
We've just decided that we're just gonna trust the process and do what it says and not worry so much about the scale because clothes are getting smaller. Our bodies are changing. Our measurements are going down.
I will
Because
add another thing.
The scale can cause diet brain. which
Right.
is
So
what
we've been talking about
Jen
diet
Stevens
brain. In
talks
fact,
about.
I've got a list of probably a dozen things. I will even say though, when we started the process, we've got both of us have our own books. to track.
Yeah, we have to keep our data.
Yeah. And I've really not been tracking much over the last 2 weeks, other than really the weight. I'm no longer looking at as much at the time. I am doing it on my mobile device through a program called Zero. If
Yeah,
you
we're
don't,
just tracking our fast.
yeah,
our
that's
window.
basically it. So it's just really
It's
the
very freeing.
deeper we get into this, it's less of the tracking, less of
Right.
the worrying.
The less we want to even be bothered with any of that anymore.
Yeah, so that's been real neat,
And we had a party here the other night, and the lady said to me, she said, "Oh, I guess you can't eat this, can you?" And I said, "Oh, no, I can eat all of it as long as I eat it in my window."
I asked Carol just the other day, a big tradition for us for Christmas since we got married. I mean,
Yeah.
40 plus years ago, are stocking stuffers. I got that really from my foster parents, who were real big into stocking stuffers. So our biggest stuffer, if I can use that phrase, for our stockings has always been treats, snacks, and things like that.
Greasy cups.
Yeah. So we sort of, I guess, last year in the midst of Weight Watchers, sort of got, not, I don't want to say away from it, but a whole lot less on the snacks and more on the other gifts, but smaller gifts so they can fit in the stocking. But just, I think it was yesterday, I asked Carol, are you still wanting snacks like the old way for your stockings? And she said,
Yes.
absolutely.
Because we can eat anything.
Yeah, because we can eat anything.
But
so.
I will say, when you don't eat as much, when you do eat, it causes you to want to eat more healthy because you want to make sure you're getting enough nutrients.
Yeah, we talked about how, again, it's been a couple of weeks back when we ate some things snack-wise that just didn't taste as good as they used to.
Your taste change. Yeah. You start craving, like I leaned over him today in church. I'm sorry. And I said, I need a steak. Like I was craving a steak. So we went and had a steak. And almost every time I eat, I have to have something green. Like kale or spinach or broccoli, asparagus. There has to be something green on my plate.
And there is something else we've changed with our diet brain. And so I don't want to say change with our diet, but with our eating. We have really gotten big into sparkling water.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's
we've been
a
trying.
Good tip, actually, because if you are fasting and you drink mineral water or San Pellegrino, we do Topo Chico, and
Perrier.
Any of those, the bubbles, as long as it's not flavored, and you're fasting, if you just get plain sparkling water, the bubbles help fill you up. So if you feel a hunger pain, break out the sparkling water. And it's so funny because I've had it before, back in the day, and I thought it was the most awful stuff ever. But now I absolutely love it.
And we go to restaurants, and rather than ordering tap water, we don't drink soda, we're now ordering
San Pellegrino. With lemon and lime in it.
And of course, so lemon and lime, well, we're going out to eat anyhow, so it doesn't matter what we put in it. But when you're doing your fast time, it's just sparkling water. You can't add lemon, nothing of flavor. So it works out fine. So we've got we've gone with the San Pellegrino, something
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
Which is a Mexican mineral water.
And then French drink, which is, of course, Perrier or
and
Perrier.
And then we have that, what's the little thing in the can?
That's Topo Chico.
No, not that one's in the bottle.
Oh, LaCroix.
Yeah, LaCroix has a plain sparkling water.
Yep.
It has and all four of them have a different flavor.
They do. Yep. So but they all have the bubbles, which, as Carol said, is really surprisingly. It just, I guess, fools your body or surprises your body.
And if you're somebody like me who always had to have a soda because I have a lot of sinus issues and I felt like I had phlegm down my throat, and the soda, the carbonation always cut that. So you can still get that same effect with the sparkling water. So we would recommend you try that. So another thing about diet brain, and we get this term from Jen Stevens in her book. She talks about diet brain, where you think, oh, I can't eat that because I'm on a diet. Fasting is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. We plan to do this for the rest of our life. So when we think of things we want to do, if it's something that isn't sustainable over the long term, we're not going to do it.
Well, and the other thing with that is, you said today, Jen again also coins this phrase, I think it comes from Jen, of whether or not something is window worthy.
Right.
So we talk about eating whatever we want, but we also talk about, is it worth eating that? Is it
Right.
window worthy, or should we focus on something different?
So we've become more picky. Like
Yes.
when we eat well, but we want it to be taste well, good, you know.
And also good for you. Since she brought up the water, the other thing for me personally, I have never, ever liked dark chocolate. I've always been a fan of white chocolate or milk chocolate. And then I've learned that dark chocolate is, that scientifically and medically they're saying is good and definitely better for you, and is great, to my surprise, for diabetics. And so now I'm hooked on dark chocolate. Carol just got some. Now, we were at I don't mind saying, it'll be a big plug for them. We were at Trader Joe's yesterday.
I love Trader Joe's.
Yeah, we love Trader Joe's. And you know me, I like kidding around. So I was kidding around with a couple of the guys that are running the register. And I was pitting one against the other. And the one guy that I was being nicer to, when we got ready to leave, he said, hey, this is on me. And he handed me, of all things, because I had just said to Carol, we'd already eaten. And lately, after we eat, I crave dark chocolate. So here we are at Trader Joe's. I make no comment about that to the guy. And as I'm getting ready to leave, he says, hey, this is on me, on us. And he hands me a little bag of dark chocolate almonds.
So that was a win-win, because he loves nuts too.
Yeah, I love
Nuts
nuts.
stick together.
What?
I said nuts. You're nuts.
Yeah.
You stick together.
Are you calling me nutty?
Yes.
That's three.
He's so
That's three on
smart.
her. So, we're going to cut this short because I'll have to work on some one-liners for the next video.
But anyway, you might not hear from us till after Christmas, because we got a lot going on, but we will be back at it afterwards. And Brenda, I am going to send you details so that we can get this book out to you. And if y'all don't know, if you're just new to watching us, it's the book Delay, Don't Deny by Jen Stevens. It's a really great book to just find out more about intermittent fasting. And one thing I do want to say, let's see, when did we start intermittent? I started intermittent fasting in July.
I started in August.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm already down almost two to 2.5 sizes. And you're down probably more, because he's a guy. But anyway. But I wanted to say there is also non-scale victories. I talked about my skin, but my joints don't hurt at all. And also my mood. I just feel happy. There's all that self-hate about why'd you eat that, or you shouldn't have done that, or you need to exercise. Like, all that is gone. So that's a real plus too.
All right, so until next time, I'm Michael.
And I'm still Carol.
And this is
What the Scale?